It's Sunday, April 27th, 2025. Time for another Fireside Chat with Dizzy. And we got a fuzzy little puppy dog over there. And we had the horses in the round pen over there. And I did go ahead and snap a picture of them because I liked how that looked. Of course, you can't really see Licorice. Misty's kind of blocking her in, but it is what it is. And speaking of Misty, I have been gradually upping her feed. If you've watched my videos, you know that she lost weight over the winter. Oh, there's Licorice. And I do believe that she is starting to put on some weight. Licorice also lost some weight. I didn't realize that at first because she doesn't really look that much difference. But put the weight tape on her the other day. I finally got around to deworming both of them. And yeah, she had lost weight. She's about where I wanted her to be to begin with. So as long as she doesn't put any on and stays at that weight, it'll be fine. She just needs to get a bit more muscular. I haven't really done much with her the past few years, and she's kind of flabby. So both be getting worked with. And I'm hoping that that'll help build Misty up in the back end. She's always looked shrunken in the back end. For those that don't know, she was a rescue. I've seen pictures of her from when the herd was seized, and she looked like a walking skeleton. And she's never really looked good in the back end, but I also haven't had as much time to work with her as I'd wanted to. Too many things happening over the years. But life looks like it might be calming down for me a little bit. And they're both walking well, no lameness, no nothing. Vet is supposed to be getting back to me about doing shots. His wife had called and didn't set anything up, just wanted to know what I wanted done, and I haven't heard back from him since, so I might have to give them another call. I also called the place that I ordered my canoe from because from the way that they were talking, I was expecting it by now. Well, they had somebody that had to leave for some family emergency, so that's put him behind. But my canoe is almost done being built, so maybe I'll get it this week. I don't know. It'll be the biggest thing I've ever had shipped to me. I'm looking forward to getting it. It only weighs about 20 pounds, maybe a little more, but definitely lighter than the one that I have. And we will go out on one of our favorite lakes, probably Iona. That's the lake I'm most familiar with. And lake I grew up with. Dad always took us fishing there when we were kids. One of the first lakes that I started going canoeing on when I got my first canoe, because it was a place I knew I could go canoeing. Other places I wasn't so sure about, and I've been gradually adding other places. And of course, when I move, then I'll have to find new places, which I'm looking forward to. Chickens. Well, I spent some time, again, working on taking apart the broody houses that I'd had so that I can get one together and make one good one. And then I couldn't find my drill. And I went nuts trying to find it. And I will admit, my feed stall was a mess, which is where I had it. And I'm asking myself, did somebody borrow it and forgot to put it back or what? It's a bit windy out here, so I hope you're not having too much trouble hearing me. So I started cleaning out my stall, and I found it. I'm pretty much done all of that. I'm going to spend some time tomorrow finishing that up. And then if I have the time, then I'll get back to working on getting them apart. People that want these other hens may be getting them soon, which would be nice. Chicks will be 5 weeks on the 4th. Is that Monday? But whatever that day is, that's when they will be 4 weeks old, 5 weeks old, and I'd really like to get them out of the house. They're getting a bit stinky. Speaking of the house, I admittedly did not get as much done this week as I wanted to. This week I was in a bit of funk, wasn't sleeping good, and I was struggling mentally most of the week. Friday marked the 3rd anniversary of my husband's passing. And I have, since February 15th to now, I have really been struggling. I've been dreaming about him more than I have ever since he's passed. And it just really, really made me miss him. So I did not get done what I wanted to get done this week. But this is a new week. So hopefully I'll get more done. Did go to a friend's house the other day. She had invited me over for a fire. But right about when I got there, the wind picked up and it was a cold wind. So instead we just went and spent some time visiting in her house. And I was kind of glad because it was Friday and it meant that I wasn't home alone, just getting in the funk. So also didn't necessarily eat that well this week. I cooked a ham for Easter and I ate that a lot over the week. So let's see, I got the fire going out here, and last night it got down into the 40s. It struggled to get out of the 60s today, and I finally did go ahead and I made a fire in the basement. Had to go out and get wood because I didn't have any in the house. But I think that that'll be the last of the fire. I don't even think I'm going to put any wood in the stove when I get home. Because, yeah, it's going to be cooler overnight, but then it's supposed to be getting warm again. So it looks like we're going pretty much from winter, just a very short spring, and then straight into summer-like temperatures. So, wind's really kicking right now. Don't know if I'm having anybody join me. I did tell them about it, so we'll see. And I will talk at you later.